Hey everyone, it's Lindy. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of From Sourced to Sold, or From Sourcing to Sold. I still can't decide, so help me make the decision, please. Down in the comments, should it be From Sourced to Sold or From Sourcing to Sold? I'm still struggling. I need some help because I can't make a decision. I have commitment issues. In this video series, we go a step beyond the typical reselling haul video where I don't just show you the items that I've purchased for resale, but I also show you what they have sold for and how much profit I actually made selling them. The items that I have to show you and showcase today are items that I got at the bin store this week and I paid $4 per item. So there are 3 different days where I will go shopping at the bin store. I will go on $4 day, I will go on $2 day, and I will go on $1 day. My favorite day by far is $2 day because I feel like I can get the most multiplication of my money spent, meaning, you know, I feel like I can get about 5x my money or 6x my money going on $2 day as opposed to $4 day when I can really only like 3x or 4x my money. There's actually one item, and it's the first item that went live today that I did get on $2 day. The rest of it was $4 day, but this item I had not posted for sale yet, so I decided to just kind of throw it in with the $4 stuff. So I'm just gonna show you this item first, since it's the only one that I didn't technically get for $4. It is a pet ramp. I am kicking myself right now. I'm literally, not literally, I guess metaphorically kicking my own butt because there was about 5 of these in the bins and I didn't get them all. I should have. I didn't get them all because honestly, I didn't really know what it was. $2 day is by far the most chaotic day that I shop. I mean, I guess I could say $1 day was more chaotic than $2 day, but I get more cartfuls of stuff on $2 day, so I guess that's why it feels more chaotic to me because I'm trying to juggle multiple carts. And this, I mean, you could see how big, like, it's big. It's real big. And because the box was so big, I'm like, I don't want to have only 5 boxes taking up the entire underside of my precious real estate of my shopping cart. So I was like, I'm just going to get one because I didn't know what it was. And I didn't want to take the time to pull it out because I was, you know, having to hurry. I was like, I'll just figure it out at home. Well, y'all, it's a $78 pet ramp. I am kicking myself. I'm like, why didn't I get more? And this is why I'm kicking myself even more, right? So it's a $78 pet ramp. I paid $2 for it. It sold within minutes already. Like, we're not even to the end of this video yet. Usually how these videos work is I will show you the stuff and then I follow up with you a week later to tell you what sold, what didn't sell, and what my actual profits were. This already sold. It sold before I started filming because it's all going live today, right? It sold within minutes. I'm not exactly sure how many minutes, but it sold within minutes of me posting it for $22. So that means that I've already made a $20 profit off of this pet ramp. I've already made a $20 profit and I'm kicking myself that I didn't buy the other 4 that were there. But anyway, you know, now if I happen to see this again, I know it's a pet ramp. I know I need to buy every single one that I can find, but I need to, you know, go back a little bit. So I paid $2 for this. It's already sold for $22. So I'm just going to kind of, you know, skip ahead. I'm sure we'll talk about it in the recap when I come back in a week to tell you about everything else. But that was a good find. I mean, it's already a $20 profit. You can't beat that. The next item that is going live on my Facebook page for sale today is this white double rotted garment rack. So this was something, again, I paid $4 for. Everything that I'm showing from here on out, I did pay $4 for plus sales tax. So sales tax is just under 10%. So it's about 9.5%. So let's just call it $4.50 just to, you know, simple math. We'll do simple math around here. This rack was on Amazon for about $28. So I think that I can sell it on my page for $15. The next item is actually a really big ticket item. And this is why I do still like to go on $4 day, even though for the most part, I only 3x or 4x my money on $4 day. And that's because this is a Netgear wireless router. It is refurbished, but it still has the original refurbished box. And it is over $100 on Amazon. I believe it was $109.95 on Amazon. I think that I can sell it on my page really easy for $28. So now I know you're probably thinking, why only $28, Lindy? Why only $28? I thought that you like to price things at 50% off of Amazon's price. So that would mean that you would, you know, ask $50 or $55 for the router, right? Well, the reason why I'm asking significantly less, there's a couple of different reasons. The first one being it is not fully function tested. So on my Facebook page, I do have, and I think I feel like I keep itching my face. It's because I feel like there's something like all day long. I have like this phantom tickle on my nose. And so I feel like I'm trying to get off. Anyway, I'm going to try to stop touching my face. So what was I saying? Golly, the freaking tickle got me all discombobulated. What the heck was I saying? Oh, fully function tested. So I do have a return policy on my Facebook page where I do accept returns on a case-by-case basis. So when something is not fully function tested, what that means is I might have plugged it in and it does get power, but I'm not gonna like hook up the internet modem to my computer and try to connect a device to it and do all of these things. That would be fully function tested to actually make sure that like it does wirelessly transmit an internet signal and all of that. I'm not going to do that. So basically I knock off a little bit more of the asking price because it has not been fully function tested. Now, because it's not fully function tested, that does mean that my buyer is getting a little bit more there is a little bit more of a risk. There's not a risk because they won't be able to return it, but there is a risk that they might have to go through the hassle of returning it if it doesn't fully work the way it's supposed to. So now the next question is, well, why not fully function test it, make sure that it works appropriately, and then charge $50 or $55 for it? The reason is because I know my market. I do not think that I have enough Facebook customers that would be willing to pay that much. I think that a lot of my customers, as a lot of customers normally would, if you're gonna spend $50 on a modem, you might as well spend a little bit more and get it brand new and not in a return condition. I feel like customers that are willing to buy something that has possibly been used or is a return, I do feel like you have to knock a lot of money off of the price. I also tend to think about it like, how much money am I willing to profit and still be comfortable? So I paid $4 for that modem. So at a $28 asking price, if it sells for the $28, that's a $24 profit. And I am more than happy with that. That is a 6x my money in profit alone, 7x if you want to talk about including the actual cost of the item. So that's already a really good margin for me. And I'm really happy with that. And a $28 price also kind of guarantees the quick flip in my eyes. So I would rather have a guaranteed flip and get 6 or 7x my money than price it higher and then having go through, you know, the hassle of fully function testing it and then have to run the risk of having to price drop it anyway because it didn't sell for $50. So that's kind of how my logic works. Does that all make sense? The next item is this 2-tiered bacon cooker. And what I thought was kind of cool about this was the fact that it's like, well, I guess it's fully wrapped, but it's a really pretty purple color. So it is a device that's specifically designed for cooking bacon. And anything that's novelty, I always like to snatch up, especially with something as novelty as bacon. Anything kitchen, I snatch up. Anything that's novelty, I snatch up. And so I figured it was just kind of the best of both worlds. It's a bacon cooker. It was about, no, I didn't even know what it was worth on Amazon because it's currently unavailable. That was something else. You can't even buy it on Amazon right now. You might be able to buy a different color or a different brand that's similar to it, but this particular one, the purple one, it's not available on Amazon right now. So I think I can sell it pretty quick for $13. So this, in this box, I'm not going to open it up because they're all brand new and they're nicely in here, is a 6-pack of solar lanterns. I'm trying to remember exactly how much they were on Amazon. I think they were in the $30 to $35 price range, but I think I can sell them on my page pretty easy for $13. So every time I do one of these videos, I try to include something that I'm not quite so sure about just to see how it performs. And this is this item. So this is a package of Skinny cocktails. It is a 20 pack, and what you do is you're supposed to mix and match these. So supposedly 2 bottles makes 1 cocktail. There's no alcohol in these. You add your own alcohol, but supposedly you take 2 and it creates 1 cocktail. So there's all these different flavors. You know, they're pretty standard, like a Skinny Peach Bellini, a Skinny Mai Tai, Skinny Margarita, but you can mix and match them. Like you can do a blood orange margarita with a Sydney Sunrise. You know what I'm talking about? So, and I just thought it was pretty cool. You know, they're in brand new condition. They look delicious, and they're worth about $35 on Amazon. So I'm going to try to flip this for $13 just to see how it does. So this was a really, really pretty spice rack. You really can't tell in the box because it needs to be assembled. So that's why I always put stuff up here. But this was a really, really nice countertop spice rack. I don't need to have anything else cluttering my countertops. Otherwise, I would have wanted to keep it, especially if it was white. If this was white, I probably would have kept it for myself, not even gonna lie, because this was a nice spice rack. It's got like the 2-tier spice rack on the top where you could lay your bottles. It's got like 2 pull-out drawers. It's got a little shelf underneath where you could put the bigger spices or, you know, maybe olive oil and stuff like that. It was this really, really cool spice rack. It was only about $28 on Amazon, but I think I can sell it on my page for $13. And then the last item that I have going live today, again, is boxed up, so I'm not going to open it up, but it is this really, really nice wooden bowl with 2 utensils. It's got like the little salad fork and the salad spoon. It's a really, really nice bowl. I'm actually having my eldest son, Jeremy, who's 18 now. He's kind of helping me with this side of the business a little bit because I want to be able to grow it, and I want to be able to put out more videos and do all of these things. And, you know, I want to create a course for selling on Facebook I've talked to you guys about. So I've kind of enlisted my 18-year-old to help me do the business. And so he was actually looking some of the stuff up for me and sending me links just to kind of speed up my process. He saw this bowl and he's like, this is the coolest wooden bowl. I really want something like this. And I'm like, well, tough. I bought it for resale. But it is a beautiful wooden bowl. I think it was around $30, $40, $45 or something like that on Amazon. But I think I can flip it lickety split for $13. So that's what I'm going to go for. Okay, so these are the statistics. If I sell everything that I just showed you, all for the first asking price, because how it works is I start these items at 1 asking price for 3 days, and then if it doesn't sell, I price drop it for another 3 days. I want to try to have everything sold within 6 days of being posted. That's why I do the 3 days at the first price, the 3 days at the second price. So if everything sells at the first asking price that I have, that will be $130 in revenue. Now, again, my cost of goods is a little different because I did have one $2 item and then everything else was a $4 item, and then I do have the 9.5% sales tax that I do have to pay on all of my purchases. So that means in these 8 items I have $32.85 in cost of goods. So that will mean if I sell everything for my first asking price, I will do $97 in profit on these 8 items. So I am going to check back in with you guys in about a week and tell you what sold, what they sold for, and how much profit I really made. I'll see you guys in a week. You know, well, unfortunately, the pet ramp was the highlight of the day. So I'm usually pleasantly surprised. I'm rarely negatively surprised, which I feel like this round of items, I was negatively surprised at not only the number of items that didn't sell, but the amount of revenue that was expected to come in this day that just didn't come in because these items didn't sell. I really feel like I missed the mark on this day, and I don't know why. I don't know if it was my choice of items. I don't know if it was the timing of these items because, you know, school is starting back up again. I don't know if I just posted items this week that were just simply overlooked because maybe people were, you know, doing back to school shopping or doing open houses for schools. I don't know where it went wrong. But I feel like I absolutely missed the mark this week, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me get to the numbers with you guys and we'll, I guess, try to figure out what happened. Let me know down in the comments, where do you think I did wrong when you find out what didn't sell and for the revenue that's down because of it. Let me know what you think because I'm stumped. I'm kind of shocked at how this day went. So the first item that went live this day, as you saw when we were, you know, downstairs in my basement and I was putting the haul away, was that really, really nice pet ramp that I was really kicking myself that I didn't buy more of them because there was absolutely more of them. There was like 5 in the bins. I only paid $2 for it and it was an instant $20 profit. It went live that morning at 10 o'clock and it was claimed as sold at 10:05. So that pet ramp sold in only 5 minutes for a $20 profit, which was amazing. And I thought that that was going to set the tone for the rest of the day. Nope. But even the next item made this day look promising because it was that white double garment rack that I had posted for $15. It went live at 11 o'clock and it was claimed at 11:24. So that means that it sold in only 24 minutes for the full asking price of $15. But this is where we started just kind of losing control of the day. The next item that went live to sell was the 6-pack of the solar lanterns, the little hanging solar lanterns. Now, these were proving quite popular. I had one person wanting 2 sets and another person wanting a set. However, I only had 1 set to sell. So what this tells me, I need to kind of lock this in my brain, is something like this is highly desirable with my customers right now. So the lady that claimed 2, she was only able to get 1, but she was happy to get the 1 because she was the first claim. So this post went live at 2 o'clock that day and all of the claims started coming in, but the first claim came in at 2:04. So that means that this item sold in only 4 minutes. And then the next sold claim came in at 2:06. So that means if I would have had more, I would have sold out probably in only 6 minutes. But I only had 1, so bummer. The next item to go live and sell that day was the skinny cocktails. It was the 20-pack of the skinny cocktails. It went live at 3 o'clock and sold at 4:16. So it took 1 hour and 16 minutes to sell for the $13 asking price. And then the last item to go live and sell that day was the wooden salad bowl with the 2 utensils, like the fork and the spoon utensil. It was a really, really nice set that was worth $47.90 something. So almost $50 for this set of the large wooden bowl with the utensils. And so someone got it for a steal at $13. It went live at 5 o'clock and it was claimed at 5:21. So that means that this sold in only 21 minutes. But unfortunately, that's where the good day ends because the 3 items that did not sell this day were the Netgear modem that was worth over $100. It was worth over $100 and I posted it for $28 and there was 0 claims on it. There was, however, a like on the post, and so I always like associate a like on the post with someone is interested in the product, right? But there was no sold claims on it. The next item that did not sell was the bacon cooker. The bacon cooker I had posted for $13, which I thought was a very fair price because the bacon cooker, that one in particular, the really pretty purple one, is not available anywhere. Like, you can't get it on Amazon right now. So I figured $13 was a really fair price. And then the third item to go live and not sell that day was that really nice spice rack, that tabletop spice rack that had the mesh pull-out drawers. I thought that it was a really nice set. Granted, it was only, you know, $28 brand new. I priced it at $13 because I felt like it was worth it. It was brand new, it wasn't used, it was an open box, so I did say that it was a return, but it wasn't used. And at $13, it didn't get claimed. So as I've previously mentioned, if an item does not sell at the first price, I give it a few days to sell at the first price. If it doesn't sell at the first price, I then price drop it. So since these 3 items did not sell at the first price, I did price drop them 3 days later. I price dropped the Netgear modem to $18. I price dropped the bacon cooker to $9, and I price dropped the little countertop spice rack for $9 as well. And not a one of them sold. I think this is the first time since I've started doing this little video series where if an item doesn't sell for full price, it doesn't sell on markdown. I don't know. Not one of the 3 items sold on markdown. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? I don't know. I guess I think I'm the most baffled by the Netgear modem router thing because it's worth over $100 and nobody wanted it for $18. I guess I could price dropping it again to see if I can get it to move, but I don't know if it would be better served on a platform like eBay or Mercari maybe, or just keeping it. I don't know. And the bacon cooker, I thought that it was novelty enough or fun enough to even warrant a $9 price tag. I guess I was wrong with that too. But the thing that I might be the most surprised about is that tabletop spice rack because it's so dang cute. But I just feel like I really missed the mark on this day. I don't know where I went wrong. Let me know down in the comments. Where do you think I went wrong with this? Should I try again? What do you think? I feel like I totally missed the mark with these items. So there was 8 total items that went live and only 5 of them sold. So that puts my sell-through rate at only 62.5% over this 6-day period. For the 5 items that did sell though, it brought me in $76 in revenue. My total cost of goods was just shy of $33 because everything was a $4 cost of goods except for that pet ramp, which I only paid $2 for. And again, I do have to pay sales tax, so that put my cost of goods for all 8 of these items at just under $33, which puts my total profit for the items that did actually sell at $43. So I guess a way to look at it is, yeah, I feel like I picked wrong on a lot of these items because 3 of my 8 did not sell at all, even after I marked them down. And they were items where I paid a little bit more cost of goods. I mean, if I would have only paid $2 a piece for these or $1 a piece for these, I would have price dropped a little more aggressively, but because they were a $4 cost of good, I didn't want to price drop it too much so quickly. So I guess a way to look at it is, even though I feel like I picked wrong, I did make a profit. I did make a profit of $43 on the items that did sell, and I still have 3 items that I can sell in the future on the Facebook page, or I can sell them on another platform. But anyways, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being here. Please make sure to hit that thumbs up button before you leave. I really do appreciate it. It also helps me out with the YouTube algorithm, so I love you for it. Don't forget to check the video description down, just like expand the little box. A lot of people can't seem to find where that video description is because I get a lot of comments saying that they can't find the links in the video description box. All you have to do is expand it. I think that it says show more or something like that. But you want to do that because in the video description box, it is the link to my Facebook page. So you can actually see how I sell items on my Facebook page in real time before these videos are even posted. I do also ship items on my Facebook page. So if you happen to see any items that you'd like to purchase, you can join in on the fun and claim sold in the comments. I do also have my nut and candy business website in there as well if you want to order some snacks for while you're working. Please leave me any questions or comments down in the comments below, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell, that way you're notified whenever I post my next video. And thank you again so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.